yogis, my name is Wendy Black from Yin Yoga, and for the next 3 series I'll be going through how to use props or blocks in your yoga practice to help you find more depth and just ease into the positions, the shapes, depending on your body type. Now what I generally use are a thicker block like this. TJ Maxx usually has them, they're pretty inexpensive, and I like the ones that are a little bit softer rather than the corks. These are a little bit lighter and they have a little bit of cushion to them. I made the purchase of these. These are a little thinner, and honestly, I wish I never bought them. I never use them. So stay away from the thinner ones. Try these. The nice things about the block, you can use it on the flat surface, so your palms can rest on them, your sit bones, you have a little more width. As far as elongating your body, then you can always prop them up or get even more height by setting it outside. The other two options that you have, things you probably already have at your house, are a nice thick firm blanket. You could use maybe a bath sheet or a beach blanket, something that's firm that won't squish down. And then a good old towel, something you already have in your closet. I usually fold the towels up, or you can make like a little taquito out of them and roll them, whatever works for you. We'll start with child's pose. There's so many wonderful ways that you can ease into this pose. It's very calming, it helps your digestion, also lengthens through your spine. So your first option would be to take your block and place it underneath your sit bones. If you still feel some pressure on your knees, which is between your hips and your knees, the block's going to be your best option. If you're still feeling pressure, especially on the upper portion of your knees, take your towel and set it underneath your sit bones and top of your heels. Then feel free to reach forward and rest your arms and your forearm on the mat. If you are feeling some strain in your neck, place the block in front of you and rest your head on the block. Super easy, right? Forward folds. This was extremely difficult for me after I tore my hamstring. So we have options. Forward folds are all, again, one's about lengthening through the spine, also clearing your digestion, helps with anxiety. If you're on your feet a lot, you know how good forward folds feel. So your options: feet flat on the floor, edges of your feet are parallel to your mat. Hip width distance apart. If you have a lot of strain here, always keep your knees bent. If you're still feeling some tightness in your hamstring, then place your towel underneath your heels. You'll have a little more lift, and you can actually see my hip bones have raised up a little bit. If you're a little short on the torso, or if this doesn't feel good on your spine, gently rest your hands on your block. Otherwise, allow your thighs to tip forward, or your torso to tip forward on your thighs, and if you wish, you can grab opposite arms. If you feel maybe you've got a tummy ache, or it's just not comfortable for you to fall forward, place your blanket between your chest and thighs, and then relax. Feel the elongation in your neck, let your shoulders roll forward. Enjoy the pose. Almost feel like you have a waterfall tumbling from your tailbone down your neck to the top of your head. And after you're here for a little while, just gently roll back up. Take your time. Once you've arrived, you can release your shoulders or roll them back. Nice gentle pose. Supine twist is another thing I get asked about a lot. For supine twist, I pretty much always use a block. So you'll lie down on your mat, feet come out in front of you, keep your feet flexed, draw your right knee into your chest, pull your right knee into your right shoulder as you inhale, then drape your right arm on the mat, exhale, send your right leg over your torso. You can either use the block or the blanket and send it underneath your knee. What's more important is that your shoulders rest on the mat. We're working through upper and colon, so you can always tilt this up a little higher since we are looking for hip to hip alignment. Just clearing out your belly, releasing your shoulders, relaxing. And that's really all there is to it. Just basic moves that help you feel a little more ease. Thanks for joining me.